13ค่ะ May I invite Dr. Russell Rodrigo to present on stage?
Hi, I'm Dr. Russell Rodrigo from Bangkok University International. I'm driven by a commitment to transforming student learning. I create dynamic and real-world experiences that highlight the power of language and cultural awareness in global markets. By fostering critical thinking and practical application, I empower my students to confidently navigate and lead in the complexities of international communication.
Good afternoon, everybody, especially to our board of judges. Today, I would like to talk about the role of language in global marketing. But I would like to start with asking you guys this question. How does language influence a brand's global image? To truly understand the impact of language, I'd like to start with the transactional model, which is the foundational work of Shannon and Weaver. As you can see in this model, it highlights the dynamic and ongoing nature of communication, where all parties are simultaneously sending and receiving messages through various channels. However, the way we receive information is influenced by, first, noise, and second, environment. Noise can be categorized into three areas. First, physical, which is the physical loudness and quietness of the room. Second is psychological, which is your emotional state. Like you're excited at the moment, you're happy. That's significantly influencing the way you're listening and understanding my messages today. And semantic, which is language barrier, which is the focus of this presentation. Second is environment. This is all about how different we are from each other. We all have different personal characteristics and experiences, cultural background and context. And as you can see, this model directly parallels with global marketing because brands need to engage continuously with consumers so that they can adapt and refine their messages according to their consumers' experiences and cultural backgrounds. So how are we going to look at how this transactional model put into application? Let's have a look at a few examples. First, I'd like you to have a look at Airbnb's Belong Anywhere. As you can see, this slogan, it truly embodies inclusivity and a universal welcome, assuring everyone that wherever you're from, your background, your location, you can always find a place where you can feel accepted and at home. And this promotes global openness and community. And it also appeals across diverse cultures and identities. And so this is what we call as emotional branding. Emotional branding through inclusive language. Inclusive language, it's a kind of communication that avoids biases and stereotypes and respects all. And this enhances emotional bonds and increases user engagement and loyalty. Conversely, if you have to look at this second example, it's a classic example of Pepsi advertisement. Pepsi, with the slogan, "Come alive, you're in the Pepsi generation." If you have to look at this one, this is an old ad, by the way, but when it was translated into Thai, it literally means, Pepsi will bring your generation back from the grave. But that's not what Pepsi wanted to evoke. It wanted to evoke excitement and that sense of youthfulness, and that's supposed to position Pepsi as a drink for, an energetic generation, but that's not what it meant when it was translated into Thai. And so, what should marketers do? First, there are three simple steps that marketers and us educators need to focus. One, use back translation to ensure message accuracy, and also avoid literal translation by adapting messages to fit cultural and linguistic context, and maintain simplicity. Use clear, straightforward language to avoid misinterpretations. I have less than a minute, so everybody, please help me. How would you translate this very popular slogan of KFC, finger licking good, in Thai? Exactly. And that literally means it's tasty until you have to eat your finger. But that's not what KFC tried to evoke. It's supposed to emphasize how tasty KFC meal is. And so, what can we learn from this lesson? It's very important for us to harness the strategic potential of culturally aware and inclusive language, as well as being culturally aware, for us to build a stronger and better connections with our audiences worldwide. Thank you very much for listening.
Thank you, Dr.